So
Like,
so I think Quest is literally like being getting into his space now, into his zone.
and figuring out.
Yeah. But but I mean, everything about him for me was he was perfect. That was the only thing that I would say. I'd always bring it up also as a challenge. I'd say but some people are assholes. You get some guys as artists who just put in all the money, ungrateful,
Don't work.
all don't work. When things don't go the way, they never look at what they never did wrong. It's always
Mm.
about what you
What you
never
did.
did wrong. So it's just been it's that's why I actually for me I stepped out, man. When you know what you can do for a person, you're actually giving them your energy, and then you're giving them your energy like that, and when they don't respect that energy,
Mm.
you also feel a part of you is wasted also.
Mm.
And that's the thing about music. It's thankless people, ungrateful, unloyal people. And so, ain't nothing that the site can do to me, to
Mm.
be quite honest with you. In
Mm.
fact, that's why I even know my everything about even my life
Mm.
was just like I'm protecting everything about. No one needs to know about what's happening.
Mm.
The only way I got out of Instagram and Twitter and all them things
Mm.
is like I'm gonna get out there by pushing the things I love, which is
Mm.
music. You know what I mean?
And you transitioned everything, huh?
Yeah. I mean, I was like, it's like for me, even like the performing, the traveling, it gets tiring. When you back, there was some sort of fun with Squatter Camp because I felt protected because we were
Mm.
like seven of us, and we were like we grew up. No one would do anything to you. You were protected. You know what I mean? Without you knowing.
Mm.
But when you start doing your own solo stuff, you're going with people where you're not on the same level,
Mm.
and you're like the leader, and you're probably the one that's making the things happen, and you gotta watch. Like squad can be everyone's responsible. If you mess around, it's your problem. You
Mm.
know what I mean? Um, so there's that thing also, man, where like it becomes very lonely.
Mm.
All these performances, you go out, you perform, you do your thing. I
Mm.
love performing, but I just hated like the waiting in between, and after the performance,
Mm.
then going back to the hotel and
Mm.
doing nothing. I mean, that's when obviously I had also changed my ways.
That's how I feel, though.
Mhm.
For me, it's weird because I wish, like, not that I wish this stuff could have happened, but everything is sort of happening now when I don't, now I'm turned down. Well,
I know what you're saying. Yeah.
like the stuff that used to be fun is not fun anymore.
Yeah.
Even like going just to go for no reason, to go bump into your, even to go watch your boys perform.
Yeah.
For me,
Hmm.
that stuff is not, it's like it takes too much energy. Like it takes away, especially
Yeah.
when you don't drink or whatever. Everyone around you looks like they're having the best time of their life, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
just like I'm counting. I want to
I
watch,
gotta go.
and I want to
Yeah.
go.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
that's the main thing. I'm well, not also, but that's what I'm struggling with now. Is like having to go everywhere. Like this weekend we did like 7 gigs,
Jeez.
and the whole time every gig, all I'm thinking is not. I'm grateful that this stuff is happening, but I'm thinking that this couldn't have been the way that this whole thing was meant to be. Couldn't have been. And there's no ways. There's no ways it's meant to be like this. Like go somewhere, have to rush. They must push you in. People are trying to take pictures. You're pulling your hand away from people. Get in there, perform your 20 minutes or whatever. Rush back out to go the other side. I didn't do it for that experience. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
didn't. And I think it's a gift to be a performing artist, but like I was never actually. It just happened by chance that I became a performing artist,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
by learning or whatever. But I was more of a studio artist. I was like trying to make jams, just
Yeah.
trying to make
Yeah.
different types of
Yeah.
music, and you know. So like on the road, dog, that's the worst thing for me. That's the worst thing. I can't wait till I can retire. To tell you the truth, like I can't wait till
You just started.
I just started. But like think about it. We just started, but it's been a year. Let's say if I drop my first album as I dropped the first single,
I hear what you're saying.
then maybe by now I'd be saying, okay, let me do the second album, and then I'd already be
On your way out.
on my
Yeah.
way
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? But
Yeah.
now it's already been a year and a half, and the album's only coming now.
So
So it's, you know,
so imagine how I feel. I've been in it like say from 2003, 4. You know, a good 3 years I was traveling with my brothers with squatter camp. You know, 3 years I'm traveling with squatter camp, 3 to 4 years, and then I do my solo
so,
stuff. And then when I do my solo stuff, I'm literally traveling another 3 years on my own. By the time I was doing my third album, which is Ventilation Volume 3, my baby was also on the way that time. I'd lost I'd lost the inspiration. I listened to that album, and I can hear that like I was molding myself to make music. I was thinking I want to make music. I wasn't organically into the music. I mean, the only songs that I think I feel were truly honest were the Black's a Fool song, another song called God Made Us, and but even the Willa thing, you know, with Gabriel, it was such a formula that was inspired by Umsindo. There wasn't any truth in it. You know what I mean? It was like I was like, I've done it before. I'm trying to beat myself, or I'm just trying to. It's so easy. You know, I'll get on radio, it'll get played.
it's too easy.
Yeah, it's too easy. I'll pay my payola. I know the payola guys. You know what I mean? I'll get it on video. I know the industry. It was just too easy. There was no challenge, you know. And I realized that like the purpose of music, my purpose of music has actually been it's actually been rubbished because I did it because I love it. Now I do it because I know there's an audience. I know I'm Slikour. I know I'm this. You know what I mean? And that
like
just
it's time. Like okay, it's
yeah,
about
yeah,
time.
oh yeah. You know, I just start to keep my album every 2 years. Oh, okay, I guess it's time.
Gotta
You
do
know,
something. Yeah.
you know, and like now, like I told you the other day, I've got a full album ready that's just sitting, and but it's truth, and it's so truth. It's so honest. It's like me when I was poor. You know, it's like me expressing those things when I was alone. Because when I was in Blona, I'm from the hood, but I was that kid that was always at home, either playing ball, playing if I wasn't playing ball, I was at home doing music. So I was a loner. So like from 211 12, I went back to my loner space. I wasn't famous. 11 12. Even now I'm in that space with the site. You know, I'm like almost like I need to find myself to find inspiration. I don't get it from the world. So I'm that type of person that the more alone I am, the more inspired I am, the better the ideas I have. And that's where Squatter Camp comes from. That's where the studio we built with Squatter Camp came from. It came from having nothing, from being alone. One would go, yeah, being poor, but it was being alone. And that being alone allowed me to kind of like be inspired to create stuff. So that's where we at. So I've got this album, and all I think of all the time is when people like when you gonna drop. I'm like, I don't think people are ready to hear this truth though. You know what I mean? It's so true. I'm so scared to take it out because it's so real. You know the things that I'm saying, and I don't think rap is that real right now. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna shoot a video. I'm shooting a video. I'm gonna shoot a little short movie actually. It's
Yeah,
gonna be very interesting.
you gotta do it, man.
You know,
You gotta do it.
it's getting
I feel the same. I sort of feel the same. I feel like with this album, I'm taking like I want. It's hard to say you're taking a risk, telling yourself that you're taking a risk, but I know that I'm taking a risk because what I'm doing right now is like I don't know if anyone even knows this stuff. Nobody knows the the full story, né? Because this is a new sort of Ricky Rick, né? But dog, after all these mixtapes that I did, dog, and I was speaking like all the I was alone, like for maybe the same shit you talking about, dog. It was like I used to make music. That's why I record by myself. I don't like going to studios to record my stuff. I don't like
I feel
recording around other
it's
people.
I record alone.
Exactly, that's my thing.
Yeah.
And it was like that, and it was really like that because it was also almost like it was my escape. And I never understood because my brother Shakes always used to tell me that for him, it wasn't music was never meant. He wasn't doing it to blow up. He was never doing music. He was just doing it as therapeutic. Like he'll go into the studio and record some stuff, and like he was always about the streets and like because it's like for him it was therapeutic, and I never understood. Even though for me I was doing it because it was therapeutic, I didn't know it was my therapy.
Yeah.
So I was kept doing that, And with these singles that have sort of launched my this career now, sort of have people thinking that that's what it's about.
Yeah.
And I keep saying this, like that, like I believe in people having fun. South Africa is a country where people need to have fun. We're all trying to escape because of our conditions. You know, the poorest countries, the music from the poorest countries is always
The
good,
greatest. Yeah.
the greatest
Yeah.
music for fun
Mm.
because everyone's trying to escape.